Welcome back. All right, so today's prospect video, we're going to talk about Colby Barlow. He is a power forward, left winger, and from the sounds of it, he's Cam Neely. That's just that appears to be the opinion. When you look at his play and you look at the strengths and weaknesses, and it's like, all right, so very Cam Neely style player. So he's 6'1", 185 centimeters. He is 187 pounds, 85 kilograms, and the rankings are all over the place as they are for most players in this draft. Once you get outside the top three, McKeen's has Barlow at 12th. Hockey Prospect has Barlow at 6th. The Hockey News has him at 13th. Elite Prospects at 17th, and Sportsnet has him at 9th. So top 10 pick, it could happen. There are scouts who say he absolutely should be in the top 10 and others that don't. But last year for Owen Sound, so 2021-2022, plays 59 games, 30 goals, 17 assists, 47 points. If you're scoring 30 goals the year before your draft year, you're going to get some attention. This year, 59 games, 46 goals, 33 assists, 79 points. So almost a 50 goal scorer. That's after a 30 goal season last year. The guy can score. He has a very good shot. He is a two-way power forward. So this is going to make some general managers drool. If he was a center, I'd be saying, you know what? He could go top 5 if he was a center. Wingers will very often get taken after centers. He is physically mature for his age, as the 6'1", 187 pounds would dictate. So he could jump into the National Hockey League. He could be one of the most NHL ready of this year's draft class. So whichever team drafts him could sign him and put him right onto their roster next year. That could happen. One thing about his game, though, is he could definitely improve his skating. So his skating speed isn't bad. It's not bad, but his mechanics. The mechanics of his skating, a little bit shaky. Now, the good news is we have seen plenty of players who are top prospects that's the knock on them, that they fix their skating at the NHL level, or it just never comes up again. The skating mechanics, I don't think is nearly as important once a guy's already in the NHL. You're like, yeah, he skates kind of weird, but he gets there. Not to say that he skates in an odd manner, just saying if his skating technique isn't, the best in the league, it doesn't necessarily hold him back from being a National Hockey League player. He's also smart and a consistent player. So one thing, of course, we talk a lot about with young players is consistency. It can be hard to learn how to, be equally good over an 82-game schedule. In Barlow's case, it sounds like he's been doing a good job of that at the OHL level and may very well get a chance to prove that at the NHL level, as I said, this coming season. Now, he has a very good shot. He's a good goal scorer from all over the ice. His playmaking isn't seen as being as refined, but some of the reports say his playmaking isn't great, and some say it's fine. So, again, what you're getting here is you're getting a guy who's probably going to score more goals in the NHL than he's going to score assists, but should still be an NHL player at the very least. His floor is seen as being pretty high. Worst case scenario, he's probably a third line forward, but he could very well be a first line forward. And again, maybe NHL ready sooner than most of the 2023 class. And that does play into the plans of a general manager. Is this guy going to be able to help us right now? And if his skill set is similar to a player that maybe won't help you for 2 or 3 years, I totally understand taking the guy who might be able to help you right away. He is a throwback. He's a throwback. Just everything I was reading, I was like, so he's a power forward from the late 90s, early 2000s, the way he plays the game. He's a physical player. His physical play is probably going to get better as well as he, after being drafted and after going through training camps and such. Really, the only way that this could go is up. And yeah, the combine interviews apparently went well too. So he could be a top 10 pick. Again, there are certain scouts saying he absolutely should be a top 10 pick and others that aren't quite as sold on him as they are on others. But the fact that he interviews well, he's a power forward, and he's clearly moved up this year's draft class from where he would have been at the start of the year. There's a lot of reasons to think he could end up going sooner than expected. And one thing to keep in mind here, too, is when we're looking at young players and prospects, but how's his game going to translate to the playoffs? Because he's big, he's physical, he's got decent speed, he's good at both ends of the ice. He projects to be an excellent playoff performer. So that's one thing to take into consideration here as well. So I've got him at 12th on my board here, but we'll see if that ends up being the case. Barlow is kind of a wild card in this, but I do think the fact that he's a power forward, while I'm wearing this for 12, maybe he gets taken by the Coyotes at 6. There is that possibility. Hockey Prospect has him at 6. And if Arizona reads the Hockey Prospect bio on him from their hockey book, from their draft book, they could very well draft him quite early because, yeah, it's pretty glowing. And Hockey Prospect is pretty reserved with most prospects. Not Barlow. They are very bullish on him. Far more so than seemingly others, but we'll see if that is the case when the draft rolls around next Wednesday. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.